fans, on behalf of the Utah High School Activities Association, welcome to the Spanish Fork Softball Complex, the annual 3A State Softball Championship. Congratulations to the teams who advanced from the first round games at home site to compete here today. A special thank you to the UHSAA sponsors for their generous support which helps make these events possible. A heartfelt thanks to Tracy Wiley, Spanish Fork Facilities Director, for hosting the tournament, and Cameron Maintenance Ground Crew for their efforts in preparing the field. We are grateful to our crew of umpires who have been brought together from across the state and served under the leadership of Larry College. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise while we honor America and the brave men and women that defend it with the playing of our national anthem. For the officials, coaches, players, and other fans in attendance today. By doing so, you will show your positive support for the mission of high school activities. Do rowdy right. Sure.
And we welcome you to the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. It's the 3A State Tournament here on KSL.com and Centricom Team Hive. I'm Greg Sterner. Glad you're joining us here for these softball games this week. Fun time to be had here. A state champion will be crowned, and two teams that are going towards that here on Field 4. It's a Sanpete County rivalry up here in Spanish Fork. North Sanpete, the 2 seed, will be the designated home team as the higher seed, and the 7th seed Manti Templars will take on these North Sanpete Hawks. The Hawks come in on the year, definitely one of the favorites here. Number 2 seed in the RPI, 22-3 on the year, only one loss to a 3A team. That was a region loss to the Union Cougars. The Templars come in 11-16 on the year, 3-5 in region play. They're the 7th seed for Coach Belinda Osborne, and Coach Landon Bailey, like I say, he's looking forward to trying to make a run at a state championship here. A couple of teams that have been good at softball for many, many decades, played a lot of fun games against each other. Kind of an interesting thing. North Sanpete has a 9-game winning streak over the Manti Templars. The last 9 times the Hawks have won. Before that, Manti had won 9 in a row. So both teams on some big streaks. Manti up to bat first. It'll be Danny Alder, the pitcher. Casey Johnson pitching for North Sanpete. First pitch comes in. It's fouled back by Danny. Danny comes in this year batting .325 on the year. 17 RBI, a couple of home runs. Casey Johnson definitely one of the best pitchers in the entire state for the Hawks. She mows people over. 21-2 on the year. Second pitch is a ball inside. 1-1 the count. These Johnson girls for the Hawks have been fun to watch in the circle these last few years. Done great things for North Sanpete. A lot of wins for Coach Bailey over these last few years. Next pitch is bunted down. They say that is a foul ball. Touched Danny. The batter is... Or she is out, yeah, excuse me. Touched her in the field of play, so Danny will be out the first out of the inning. First out of the game.
Now batting number 1, Savannah Ramon.
Second batter for the Templars, Savannah Ramon steps up to bat. .382 on the year. Shows the bunt, pulls it back, now hits it right up the middle, gets past the second baseman, and Savannah will get on base with a single. Dakota Cheney, the third batter, will come up for the Templars here. She is the big bat. 6 home runs this year. She's batting .543 on the year. First pitch from Johnson. Saying that was a little bit high. One another count, 1 out here in the first inning. Second pitch, check swing. They say she held up there. 2 balls. Home plate umpire calls out to the field official. He agrees with him. That's a ball. Cheney will show bunt here. Now swing away, foul ball out to the left field side. First strike, 2-1 the count. Top of the first inning, 1 runner on, 1 out. Dakota Cheney for the Templars. Shows bunt again, now pulls back, now check swing, hits to the shortstop. It's going to be bobbled, and all are safe. Second and first now for the Templars, 2 on. Next,
number 14, Paisley Clark.
Paisley Clark will step up next, the catcher for the Templars. Paisley this year hitting .333, 3 home runs, so she's got a big bat as well. Shows bunt, now she swings away, right back at the pitcher, over to first, second out. Advances the runners down to third and second for the Templars, so 2 in scoring position with 2 out for Manti here in the top of the first.
Number 3, Chloe Olson.
Chloe Olson, the next batter for Manti, will come up. Chloe's batting .413. Good hitter there. A lot of those Olson girls have been good hitters. She'll pop it out towards the second baseman, and that's caught. The third out of the inning. 2 left on base, no runs. We'll come back with the bottom of the first inning right after this.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
And welcome back here, bottom of the first inning. No runs scored in the top of the first by Manti. They left 2 on base on second and third. Casey Johnson doing a great job pitching from the mound, but the Templars able to get some ball in play. She pitched a couple of shutouts earlier this year against the Templars, a 10-0 win for the Hawks and a 5-0 win earlier this season. If I remember right, only gave up a couple of hits in those games. There was one error there in the top of the first.
Leading off for the Hawks is number 3,
McKinley Burnside will lead off for the Hawks here. McKinley's batting .433 on the year, a couple of home runs, 18 RBI, so good bat here to lead off for North Sanpete. As I mentioned, North Sanpete comes in the 2 seed here in the state tournament. Manti the 7 seed. Danny Alder, the pitcher. First pitch is fouled off behind McKinley Burnside. Danny Alder, the pitcher for the Templars here. Second pitch, a little bit inside, ball. 1-1 the count. Next pitch is a high pitch. Burnside fouls it off. Back into the other field. It'll be 1-2 the count now, pitcher's count. The 1-2 pitch inside, fouled off, fought off there nicely by McKinley Burnside. Count remains 1-2. Danny Alder this year, 3-8 in the circle. Italy Orozco, the other pitcher for Manti that got most of the pitches this year, most of the innings. Another fouled off down the left field line by Burnside, doing a good job to stay there, fighting off those inside pitches. 1-2 the count. Bottom of the first inning, no outs. Danny Alder's pitch is high and outside. It'll even the count at 2-2. As I mentioned, this North Sanpete team comes in 22-3 on the year. Only loss to a 3A team was to Union. That pitch is hit towards right field, and it falls in for a single for Burnside. She's going to try and stretch it to 2, and she's able to. Leadoff batter on second for the Hawks. So a 2-strike double into right field, or they may call that, I don't know if that gets called an error out there on the right fielder, or if that's a double. We'll see how they score that, but at least a base hit there for Burnside. Next on is Hallie Eliason. Hallie. Hallie comes in batting .474. Shows a bunt, drops it down the third baseline. Play to first is there, but it does advance the runner down to third. So the sacrifice bunt there. Good play by Savannah Ramon out there at third to field that cleanly. Make the throw out. So now with 1 out, the Hawks have a runner at third. Casey Johnson, the pitcher, comes up to bat. Casey first pitch is right at the shortstop. She's able to make the play Burnside does a good job to get back to third to not allow the double play, but a nice play out there at shortstop for the Templars by Chloe Olson. Casey came into that. Casey Johnson, .535 batting on the year with 7 home runs and 39 RBI. Next batter here is Riley Stewart. Big bat here. Leads 3A with 14 home runs on the season. First pitch is inside. Ball 1. Riley Stewart, the 3A volleyball MVP. .329 average, 32 RBI, and as I mentioned, those 14 big home runs for the Hawks this year. The 1-0 pitch, now make it 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the 2-0 from Danny Alder to Riley Stewart. Ball way outside there. 3-0 hitters count now. If you're the Templars, you don't want to give anything to Riley. I know on a 3-0 count, a lot of times you throw that right down the middle and get that first strike, but you don't want to give her something that she can knock over the fence here. Alder's 4th pitch is outside. That'll walk Riley Stewart. Adri Jacobson, the second baseman, will step up now. Adri's batting .349 on the year, 1 home run, 11 RBI.
Now up, number 2, Adri Jacobson.
First and third, 2 outs here for the Hawks. Danny Alder in the circle for the Templars. First pitch here to Jacobson. Strike. Be interesting if the Hawks test the Templars here and send Riley Stewart. I don't know if, with 2 outs, if they'll try that with a runner on third. Kinley Burnside. Second pitch. I'm going to say is a bit inside. 1-1 now the count. The 1-1 pitch, a little bit high. Riley Stewart will take second. Manti doesn't throw down. So now you got 2 in scoring position for the Hawks. Burnside on third and Stewart on second. Jacobson at the plate. 2-1 the count. No score here. Bottom of the first inning. Alder's third pitch is hit high towards the left field line, and there's no way we can see that. I'm pretty sure it was out of play. That is yards past where we can see where we're from right here, but second strike as the foul ball goes out of play. 2-2 now, the count. Pitch from Alder. A little bit low. Full count, 3-2 now. Runners on second and third here for North Sanpete. Full count to Adri Jacobson. That one's popped up out of play. Count will remain full, 3-2. Templars left 2 on base in the top of the inning. Not able to knock them in, so no score here. Hawks in similar position right now with runners on second and third, 2 outs. Alder's pitch. Another one fouled back right towards us here. These Hawk batters, they don't do a good job. They do a good job fighting off pitches. Burnside did in that first in the leadoff position here. Now Jacobson doing the same. Adrie trying to break a 0-0 tie. Another one fouled off back behind. Battery here for the Templars. With Danny Alder pitching, you got Paisley Clark behind the plate. Payoff pitch, 3-2. That one's hit into left field. Coming in are the Templars, and they make the out to get out of the inning. No harm. Who's out there in left field? Let's give a little credit out there who caught that one. That was Gabby Scottorn coming in quickly to get the put out. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the top of the second right after this.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
You've seen the construction, now come see the results. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to announce the end of construction on the hospital and the opening of our new Beaver Valley Hospital Wellness Center this June. Located immediately west of the hospital, it's a space designed for everyone. From our walking track, weights, circuit training, and full-service aquatics, we're here to support your strength and health as you begin your wellness journey. Join us this June and discover one more reason to choose local. Beaver Valley Hospital. Why would you go anywhere else?
Hallie Barnes will lead off for the Templars here, top of the second inning. And that's a ground out to second base. Quick one pitch.
22,000.
0-0 the score, top of the second. Both teams left 2 on base, both in scoring position, second and third base.
Next up, number 12, Carly Rasmussen.
Carly Rasmussen, the center fielder, will come in. First pitch, she pops that one out to first base, and that's another out. 2 pitches, 2 outs for the Hawks in this second inning. Casey Johnson making quick work of the Templars here in the second.
Number 27, Gabby Scottorn.
Gabby Scottorn, who made that nice play to end the first inning, up right now. She's showing bunt. Now she'll pull back, foul it off back behind. Gabby on the year, 258, 11 RBI. Won the count. Gabby fouls off the second pitch, back behind. So 0-2 will be the count now. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off down the right field line. Count will remain 0-2. As I mentioned, Casey Johnson comes into the year, I had her 21-2, but 20-2 is what Max Preps has, a 140 ERA, 193 strikeouts on the season. Another one fouled off. 4 pitches, 4 fouled off towards the right side for Gabby Scottorn here. 0-2 remains the count. No score here, top of the second inning, 2 outs. Johnson's pitch, that one's outside. 1-2 now the count. The 1-2 pitch is high. Evens the count up at 2s. Scottorn again shows bunt, now backs off, fouls another one off back behind. Count will remain 2-2. Another fouled off to the right side. So just a little bit behind those pitches, which happens a lot against Casey Johnson. Goddard shows bunt. Wanted to swing at that one. Would have been a little bit too far outside. She held back, so it evens, or excuse me, full count now, 3-2. What a fight out here from Gabby Scottorn after 2 one-pitch outs as the first 2 batters. She pops that one in the air, straight at the second baseman. Fly out. That'll end the inning. We'll come back on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL.com right after this.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Sanpete Steel and Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel and Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Bottom of second inning, Miley Cook comes up for the Hawks. Fouls off the first pitch. Danny Alder still the pitcher for the Templars. No score here in the bottom of the second. Miley Cook comes in averaging .333 on the year. 10 RBI, 1 home run. Shows bunt. Now she gets hit by the pitch. Too far inside, she'll take her base. So the first batter will get on for the Hawks here in the bottom of the second.
Next up, we have number 14, Marley Johnson.
Marley Johnson will come up, the left fielder. Next. Marley .316 on the year. Great batting average for her as well. First pitch. No. Running down to second is Cook. She's in there safe. So she advances into scoring position at second base. First pitch was a ball, so it's a 1-0 count here. This whole North Sanpete team has an average .363 on the year. The bunt is, she tries to lay that down, Marley does. It goes foul to the right side, evens the count at 1. Miley Cook was, the leadoff batter was hit by a pitch and then stole second here. The 1-1 pitch. Miley tries to steal third. She's in there quick. Great job by her to get down to third base quick. 2 stolen bases now for Miley Cook. Quickly. Miley had 16 stolen bases coming into this game for the Hawks this year. Definitely the speedster for them. 2-1 the count. Runner at third. That ball's popped up in the infield. Shortstop will come and make a play. First out for the Templars. Nice play there by Chloe Olson. She's made a couple of nice defensive plays here for the Templars.
Stepping up to the plate is number 8, Autumn
Chloe's
Oldroyd.
got a lot of family on the north end of the county as well. Her dad is from that north end. Athlete up there for the Hawks, now a Templar. Next up for the Hawks is Autumn Oldroyd. First pitch in there for a strike. Autumn comes in 271 on the year, 12 RBI and 1 home run. First baseman for the Hawks. Runner on third, no score. 0-1 is the count. Second one, she shows bunt right back at the pitcher, and she's going to turn and take the out at first. Not there quick enough. Cook was too quick, too home. Perfect squeeze bunt play there right in front of the plate, and that's the first run for the Hawks as Miley Cook gets in and Autumn Oldroyd lays down the sacrifice bunt. 1-0 your score here.
Next up is number 5, Afton Cook.
Afton Cook will step into the batter's box now. Bottom of the second, 2 outs, 1-0 the score. First pitch catches the corner for a strike. Excellent piece of base running there by Miley Cook. Second one, a strike as well. Strike swinging, a little bit outside there. As I was saying, excellent bit of base running. Miley Cook, she gets hit by a pitch, steals second, steals third, and then you lay down that sacrifice bunt right in front of the plate, and she's off and running. Executed perfectly to get that first run for the Hawks here. Danny Alder's pitch, looked pretty good. They'll call that one a ball. 1-2 the count now. Afton Cook this year, she's batting .245, 6 RBI on the year. And the third strike is in there swinging. Danny Alder gets out of the inning. 1-0 your score. The Hawks get 1 run in that inning. We'll be back with the top of the third right after this.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Welcome back. Top of the third inning, 1-0 the score. North Sanpete scored there in that second inning. Miley Cook worked her way around the bases and got the first run for the Hawks. Leading off for the Templars, Avery Thompson. She's the designated player, lefty. Steps into the box. First pitch from Johnson. Not there. Ball 1. Avery comes in batting .255 on the year, 9 RBI. Just one senior on this Templar team, Danny Alder. Tries to lay down the bunt on the left side. It's going to go foul. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 pitch here. And a little running start there by Avery Thompson. Third base put out to the first baseman. Nice play there by the Hawks. They'd slid in a little bit, knew that Avery was going to try and slap that one and then race down the line. But a good play by the third baseman to get the put out. Afton Cook, that third baseman for the Hawks. So with 1 out, now Danny Alder back up to bat for her second time. She pops it up high and it drops in out of the catcher's mitt. That'll be an error and the Templars will take first base.
Now coming up to bat, we have number 1, Savannah Ramon.
Savannah Ramon will step into the batter's box. Runner at first here, Savannah. Great average, 382 on the year, 8 RBI. Looks to lay down a bunt, pops it down towards the third baseline, a little bit outside where the catcher or third baseman could catch it. But dangerous bunt attempt there. That'll go down as a strike, 0-1 the count. Runner on first, Danny Alder, trying to tie this game up here are the Templars. Back to the top of the order. Batter number the second now is Ramon. Again, shows bunt, swings through that one. That's a strike 2. Danny Alder has a couple of steals this season, so she may be a threat to run here. Savannah Ramon fouls that one off right-hand side. 1-2. Excuse me, 0-2 the count here. Slaps that one up towards the second baseman, and that's caught out for the second out of the inning for the Hawks. Second baseman there, Adri Jacobson, making a nice play. Holds the runner at first with 2 down.
Next up, number 19, Dakota Cheney.
Dakota Cheney up next for the Templars. Had a base hit her first time up at bat, the lefty. Swings hard and threw it. That's a strike. As I mentioned, Dakota Cheney, the leader for the Templars this year. 543 batting average and 6 home runs. Check swing there down the left field line. That'll be a foul ball and strike 2. 2 outs, 1-0 the score. North Sanpete with the lead. 0-2 the count here for Dakota Cheney. Johnson's pitch and swung through. She struck her out. That'll end the top of the third inning. We'll be back with the start of the bottom of the third right after this.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Welcome back. Bottom of the third inning. 1-0 the score. North Sanpete with a lead here. I'm Greg Sterner. You're tuned in to KSL.com and Centricom Team Hive, the UHSAA 3A state softball tournament here in Spanish Fork. The 2-seed North Sanpete Hawks and the 7-seed Manti Templars. The Hawks go back to the start of their order here. The top of the order, McKinley Burnside, will lead off this inning. She had a double in the first inning.
Now out the leadoff, number 3, McKinley Burnside.
Danny Alder, still the pitcher for the Templars in the circle right now. And top of the order, Burnside. First pitch, hit right toward the first baseman. She bobbles it, drops it, and Burnside's going to get on base. That'll be an error to the first baseman. Gets a leadoff hitter on base for the Hawks.
Next up to bat, number 18.
Hallie Eliason, the right fielder, will come up next for the Hawks. Hallie, 474 on the year, had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning, looking to showing that they do the same. Now she pulls back. McKinley Burnside not running towards second, not trying to steal here. We'll see if they run that sacrifice bunt like they did in the first. Second pitch hit towards the third baseman. Savannah Ramon tries to go to second. Second baseman not there. It goes to the outfield. Manti will get it back into the third baseman, hold the runners in scoring position at third and second. So no runs scored, but Manti not able to get the out there. Yeah, there just wasn't anybody covering second quite quickly enough for Ramon. I think she made the right decision there to try and get the lead runner. But just nobody there to catch that one. So no outs, 2 in scoring position at second and third here for the Hawks.
Number 13, Casey Johnson.
Casey Johnson will step up to bat. First pitch not there. Ball 1. Casey comes in averaging .535 on the year with 39 RBI and 7 home runs. She's a great pitcher, great batter as well. Alder's second pitch bounces in the dirt. Ball 2. .2-0 the count. Danny Alder, the pitcher. Casey Johnson up to bat. That one's outside. Ball 3. And here's the 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle for strike 1. You wonder if Casey was a little bit tempted on that one, even with a 3-0 count. As good of a hitter as she is. The 3-1 pitch now. A little bit outside. That'll walk her. That'll load the bases with no outs. And not who, if you're a Templar, not who you want coming up to bat. Riley Stewart and those 14 home runs this year. If you're a Hawk, definitely who you want coming in. Speed up runner will come in for the pitcher at first base. Templars will have a force anywhere they go here. If that ball's hit on the infield, you'll probably see them try and go to home. Get that force out. First pitch outside and high. Ball 1. One nothing the score. Bottom of the third inning. North Sanpete with the lead here over Manti. Bases loaded, no outs. Second pitch. Caught the corner. 1-1. Infield playing in here for the Templars, trying to get that force out at home on a ground ball. The 1-1 pitch. A little bit high, 2-1. Riley Stewart, 32 RBI with those 14 home runs this year, leading 3A. The 2-1 pitch is inside, 3-1 now, hitter's count. Riley Stewart wanting to break this game open. See if she can get a hold of one here and put 4 on the board. That pitch is hit right back towards us, fouled off. Count will be full. Danny Alder and this Manti team would sure love to get past Riley Stewart here with no outs and the bases loaded. The 3-2 pitch is high outside. That'll walk. Everyone will move. Run will score. 2-0 the score now for North Sanpete. That's that's tough. You just don't want to give anything right down the middle for Stewart. And another speed-up runner will come in. You can speed up pitchers and catchers, and North Sanpete will utilize that. Infield will come in. A little bit of a conversation at the mound. Adri Jacobson will be the next one up for North Sanpete. Bases loaded, still no outs, 2-0 the score. 1 run last inning in the second inning, 1 run here in the third inning so far for North Sanpete. I don't think they're switching pitchers here. I think just a little conversation with Danny Alder. Those Alder girls have been excellent softball players for years. Grandpa was a softball player, softball coach. Grandpa Phil Murray, everybody in Manti from knows old Phil. He was a good dude. Their mom Tara, good softball player as well. Danny Alder. Now to Adri Jacobson. First pitch outside, 1-0 the count.
Now batting is number 2, Adri Jacobson.
Adri, the second baseman, she flew out to left field in the first inning. Pitch number 2, a little bit outside, 2-0. Adri comes in averaging .349 on the year coming into this game. 11 RBI, 1 home run on the year. The 2-0 pitch from Alder. Fouled off back behind. 2-1 now. Bases loaded, no outs here for North Sanpete. The 2-1 pitch is hit into left field. That'll score 1, maybe 2, maybe more. It gets past the left fielder. She'll get it into the shortstop. 2 runs will score for the Hawks. No outs. Runners on first and second. 4-0 now the score for North Sanpete as the base hit to left field for Adri Jacobson. Miley Cook will come up next. The speedster for Miley scored the first run, stole her way around the bases, and then had a sacrifice bunt to bring in that first run last inning. She will show a bunt. Here, now back off, swing away, fouled off to the left side. 0-1 the count. So no outs, the first 3 runners. First 3 batters for the Hawks have made their way all the way around to score runs here in this bottom of the third inning to make the score 4-0. Now Cook's going to try a bunt. She fouls that one off backwards. 0-2 the count now. Miley comes in .333 on the year. 10 RBI, 1 home run. 16 stolen bases coming into this game. And strike 3 swinging. Danny Alder gets the strikeout there of Miley Cook. First out of the inning. Still runners on first and second. And Marley Johnson, the left fielder, will step up to bat. .316 average on the year. 6 RBI. First pitch from Alder. Little high. Ball 1. Second pitch hit out to the center fielder. She's backing up. She'll step back, take it in. Second out. And no runners are able to advance. Manti will hold them at first and second. Good play there in center field to read that one well by Carly Rasmussen. Nice stroke there by Marley Johnson. Give it a good ride, just not quite enough to get to the fence. So 2 outs now. Autumn Oldride, the 8th batter, will come up for the Hawks. First pitch catches the corner, strike one. Runner still on first and second for North Sanpete. Autumn had a sacrifice bunt there in the third inning to score that first run for the Hawks. Pitch number 2, swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, 2 the count. Pitch number 3 gets fouled off back towards the fans here. Just over. Boy, somebody just barely moved out of the way there, Ava Jensen. Ava produces this broadcast for us here from Team Hive, Centricom Team Hive. Appreciate her. Appreciate you joining us here. A fun week of softball. State champion will be crowned here in 3A. 0-2 the count. Danny Alder. That pitch a little bit low. Runners won't advance, though. Good job by Paisley Clark to get on top of that one. Keep the runner at second there, that lead runner. See Coach Bailey out there for North Sanpete saying, should have been down here. Let's hustle. Good job by Clark, the catcher for the Templars. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Hit to the center fielder again. Rasmussen's backing up, and it's over the fence. Home run for Autumn Oldroyd. 3-run homer to make the score 7-0 for the Hawks. Autumn got a hold of that one right into direct center field.
Congratulations, Autumn, on your home run. Make sure you come up to the announcers.
Second home run of the year for Autumn Oldroyd. Clears the bases. 3 runs, 7-0 now for North Sanpete. Beautiful swing there by Autumn. Big inning here for the Hawks. 6 runs after 1 run last inning. 9th batter, Afton Cook, will step to the plate.
Now coming up to the plate, number 5, Afton Cook.
First pitch here is low. Ball 1. Get that kind of power for the Hawks at the bottom of the lineup with the 8th batter. You know you got an all-around team there. Autumn Oldroyd with the 3-run home run. Second pitch is in for a strike. 1-1 now the count. One pitch, fouled off, strike 2. As you mentioned, North Sanpete comes in the 2 seed here in this state tournament. Definitely one of the favorites. Grantsville, the favorite like they are just about every year to win the state softball championship. But North Sanpete definitely in there. Third pitch there is a strike. Danny Alder gets out of the inning, strikes out Afton Cook. We'll take a break, come back with the top of the 4th inning right after this.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Top of the fourth inning, 7-0. North Sanpete with the lead here. 6 runs in that last inning for the Hawks, capped off by the Autumn Oldroyd. 3-run home run to dead center field. Scored 3 runs there, 6 total, 7-0. Here leading off for the Templars is Paisley Clark. Casey Johnson's pitch is in there for a swinging strike, 0-1. Paisley, as I mentioned earlier, one of the best hitters for the Templars this year. .333 average, 3 home runs. Second pitch is a ball. 1-1 the count. Called strike looking there. 1-2 now the count. Casey Johnson for the Hawks struck out just under 200 batters so far this year. Next pitch is high, evens the count at 2. Paisley the catcher for the Templars. Casey Johnson working quick here. Next pitch is popped up to second base and an easy out for the Hawks. Nice play out there at second base by Adri Jacobson. She's made a few nice defensive plays here in this game so far. Manti, this is the third time these two teams have played each other. A 10-0 win the first time for the Hawks and a 5-0 win the next time. Casey Johnson, the winning pitcher of both of those games. First pitch in there, they say, is a ball. Chloe Olson up to bat for the Templars. Showing bunt. Now she'll back off, swing away, right at Adri Jacobson, and that one bounces off her glove. It'll get Chloe Olson down to first base on an error. Chloe came in averaging .413 on the year, one of the best hitters in the state. Great average for her. Hallie Barnes, the next batter for the Templars. Hallie, .377 average, another nice average for the Templars. Shows bunt, now swings away. Fouled off to the right side off the fence. Chloe Olson was ready to go there. Down at first base. Manti trying to cut into that 7-0 North Sanpete lead here. Johnson's second pitch to Barnes. Strike 2. 0-2 the count now. Throw down to first. Chloe Olson hustles back. Oh, 2 the count, 1 out. Third pitch is high. Ball 1. Runner on first. The 1-2 pitch. Hallie Barnes, big swing, lifts it out into left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And she was hustling down towards second, but Chloe Olson kind of had to slow down, couldn't go all the way, didn't know if that would be caught, and she needed to tag up, so she stays at second. So Manti now with the runner in scoring position at second with 1 out. Runners at first and second for Manti. Carly Rasmussen will step up to the plate now for Manti. Carly averaged a .229 this year, 5 RBI. Shows bunt. Did she pull that bat back there? They say she did, so that's ball 1. Second pitch to Carly. She does lay down the bunt right in front of the catcher. That ball dies, and she's able to outrun it and gets to first base. Bases loaded now for the Templars. Nice little bunt. That ball just died right in front of the pitcher, right between the pitcher and the catcher. Great job by Carly.
Coming to bat, number 27, Gabby Scotland.
Gabby Scotland will come up next for the Templars. .258 average, 11 RBI. Looking to add to that total here with bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch is fouled off behind the catcher. Chloe Olson down at third, Hallie Barnes at second, and Carly Rasmussen at first base right now. And Coach Bailey will call a timeout, bring his infield in, and have a little conversation there. highly doubt he's switching his pitcher here. Just a little chit-chat, calm everybody's nerves. Two very successful teams here. Manti, second place all-time any classification in the state with 11 state championships on the softball diamond. Susan Hatch, longtime coach, 6 of those state championships last month. She was elected to the Utah Sports Hall of Fame. Was Susan. Talked to her a little bit on my way in today. It's good to see her. Coach Belinda Osborne here for the Templars. Now for the last few years after Coach Hatch retired from coaching, she's still athletic director at the high school, but Coach Landon Bailey has done great things here for the Hawks as well. A runner-up finish a few years ago, looking to get back to that championship game again. That pitch is fouled back behind, second strike. 0-2 the count now, bases loaded for the Templars. Gabby Scottern, 1 out, 7-0 the score, North Sanpete with the lead. Johnson's pitch, Scottern pops that one up, and Riley Stewart, the catcher, is able to get out of her stance and make the catch down the third base line for the out. 2 outs now, bases loaded for the Templars. Nice play there by Stewart to get up quick and make that play for the Hawks. Avery Thompson now up to bat. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Bases loaded for the Templars. Avery Thompson up to bat. She fouls that one back into the crowd, into the trees back here. Tell Avery's quite a speedster there. She tries to, that little slap hit, tries to get out running down the first baseline, the lefty. 1-1 the count here. That ball's hit right back up the middle, and the shortstop's not able to get there. 1 runner will score for the Templars. Second one comes in and scores. Runners will advance. Second and third now for Manti. 7-2 the score. Manti able to score for the first time this year on the Hawks. 7-2 now the score. Avery Thompson with the base hit. He had that shortstop playing in just a little bit. And Avery, not the hardest hit, but got it right in the right spot, past the pitcher, in between the pitcher and the shortstop, and into the outfield. Second and third now for the Templars, and Danny Alder, the leadoff hitter, will come back in. Danny reached first in the third inning with an error, shows bunt, now backs off. Pitch in there for, they say that's a ball. Johnson working quick like she does. She doesn't spend a lot of time there in the circle. She just gets to that next pitch. That's ball 2. 2 outs, runners on second and third for Manti. Danny Alder up to bat, 2-0 the count. Johnson's third pitch, that's high as well. 3-0 hitters count now for Danny Alder. Riley Stewart will go out to talk to her star pitcher, Casey Johnson, here. Casey, one of the best pitchers in all the state of Utah, any classification, especially 3A, 20-2 on the year, 140 ERA for her. Manti's already doing better than the average team does against her here with 2 runs. That third pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1 the count. Two down, 3-1 the count. Make it full. That one's in there for another strike. Danny Alder hoping to drive in a couple more runs to help her cause. She's the pitcher for the Templars here, leadoff batter. And she takes the walk. Loads the bases back up for the Templars again, for Savannah Ramon.
Now stepping up to the plate, number 1, Savannah Ramon.
Savannah just under 400 on the year. 1 home run for the Templars. First pitch fouled off back behind the catcher. Savannah had a single in the first inning. Fly out there in the third. This is her third time up to bat. 0-1 the count. Coach Belinda Osborne comes in to talk to the umpire. I think maybe she wanted a speed-up runner. Did they not have time, or are they able to get it? Yeah, they get the speed-up runner in there now at first. And he's trying to talk to us down here. I think just telling us who the speed-up runner was. 0-1 the count here for Savannah Ramon. Another foul off to the right side this time. 0-2 now. Pitcher's count for Casey Johnson. The 0-2 pitch. Ramon fights that one off back behind. Count remains 0-2. Eighth batter of the inning for the Templars here. Nice little rally after North Sanpete scored 6 runs in the bottom of the third to make the score 7-0. Now 7-2. Savannah Ramon lifts one out towards left field, and North Sanpete's able to run under that. Third out of the inning. Let's take a break here on KSL.com and Centricom Team Hive. We'll come back with the bottom of the fourth right after this.
You've seen the construction, now come see the results. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to announce the end of construction on the hospital and the opening of our new Beaver Valley Hospital Wellness Center this June. Located immediately west of the hospital, it's a space designed for everyone. From our walking track, weights, circuit training, and full-service aquatics, we're here to support your strength and health as you begin your wellness journey. Join us this June and discover one more reason to choose local. Beaver Valley Hospital. Why would you go anywhere else?
22,000. That's roughly how many breaths you'll take today. And if your air isn't clean and healthy, there's 22,000 reasons to improve your air purification system for you and your family.
Pure Air from Lennox is a whole home solution, meaning cleaner air in every room and every breath, every single one.
Call the Stallings Company to see how we can fill your home with perfect air.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning, 7-2. 6 runs scored in the bottom of the third by North Sanpete to make the score 7-0. And then Manti comes back with 2 runs in the top of the fourth to make it 7-2, to make it more of a game for sure. Up to bat for the Hawks. Top of the lineup, McKinley Burnside. Had a double in the first, reached on an error in the third. First pitch in there for a ball. McKinley, excellent hitter here. Leadoff batter for the number 2 ranked Hawks. Second pitch, ball as well. 2-0 the count. .3-0 now. Pitch a little bit inside by Danny Alder. .3-0 the count, 7-2 the lead for the Hawks. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the fourth, McKinley Burnside. 4 straight balls, she gets on base. Her third time on base and 3 at-bats.
Now up, we have number 18, Hallie Eliason.
Right fielder Hallie Eliason will step up. She had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning and reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Shows bunt, backs off, pitches outside, ball 1. One on, no outs, 5-run lead here for the Hawks, 7-2, bottom of 4. Danny Danny Alder's second pitch here is high. Ball 2. This Hawk batter's very patient. Got to throw him a strike if they're going to swing the bat here. 6 straight balls here to start this quarter, or this inning. And now racing down to second base, taking second base is McKinley Burnside. Stolen base for Burnside. Gets her into scoring position with no outs, 3-0 count. 8 stolen base on the year for McKinley. Definitely got wheels. Second most stolen bases for the Hawks this year. Behind Miley Cooks. She had 16 coming in, stole 2 straight bases the first time she was on, so 18 now for her. The 3-0 pitch from Alder to Eliason is high. She'll walk. And Hawks at first and second. It'll bring up the deadly part of this order for the Hawks. Casey Johnson and Riley Stewart. I think we're going to have a pitcher change here. I think we're going to have a Orozco come in for the Templars for Danny Alder. While Orozco warms up, we'll take a break here on Centricom Team Hive and KSL.com. Come back when she's ready to go.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
For that time, we have number 10, Adeli Orozco.
Adeli Orozco comes in to pitch for the Templars. She's done great things this year. The last couple of years, just a younger pitcher. 6-4 on the year for her. First pitch, a little bit high, ball 1. Runners on first and second for the Hawks. 7-2 lead for North Sanpete in the bottom of the 4th. Casey Johnson, the pitcher, up to bat. As I mentioned multiple times throughout this game, .535 average, 39 RBI, 7 home runs, state leader. One of the top 5 or so in all of those categories this year. Johnson fouls off the second one. 1-1 now the count. Casey to go along with those wonderful pitching stats. Great hitter as well. Can definitely do it on both sides, offensively and defensively for the Hawks. Orozco's pitch, 1-1. Hit down the third base line, just foul. 1-2 now the count. No outs, 2 on here, second and first for the Hawks. 1-2 the count. Orozco's pitch, outside, ball 2. Evens the count at 2. The 2-2 pitch, fouled off down the left field line. Count will remain 2-2. Third batter in the lineup here, Casey Johnson, followed by Riley Stewart. Last inning, Hawks got the bases loaded for these girls. And made it pay off. Third pitch goes outside, but Casey Johnson reaches for it, not able to catch up to it. Strikeout for Orozco. It's the first out of the inning for the Templars.
Now batting number 17, Riley Stewart.
Riley Stewart, the catcher, will come up to bat now. 2 on, 1 out. Orozco's pitch, outside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is low. Ball 2. To Stewart, the state leader in home runs in 3A with 14 coming into this tournament. Hawks had the bye on Saturday, didn't have to play with that because of that 2 seed. Next pitch is fouled off back behind, 2-1 now. Manti defeated Carbon on Saturday to make it here. Well, they would have made it here anyway. It's a 2 double elimination, but they got the win. Both of these teams on the winner's side of the bracket. Hawks got the bye because of that 2 seed. The 2-1 pitch fouled off as well, 2-2 now. Mentioned a moment ago, Manti with those 11 state titles in softball. Bear River, the only team that has more in the entire state, any classification, they have 12. Hawks have 1 state title back in 1994. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Count is full. I had a cousin play for North Sanpete, Sadie Christensen, on that 94 state championship team. She now lives up in this area. Sadie Condi now. Fascinating. The full count pitch is outside. That'll walk Riley Stewart and load the bases with 1 out. Riley, the 3rd walk today for her. So she's not raising that average, but the on-base percentage is doing great things for her. They'll bring a speed-up runner in for Riley. You're able to do that in softball for pitchers and catchers, for anybody who doesn't know that. And Adri Jacobson will step to the plate. Adri, 349 average, first pitch, in there for a strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Second baseman Jacobson up to bat. Pitch number 2 here to Jacobson, a little bit high. Paisley Clark pops up. Kind of faked that throw down to third base just to keep the runner honest. Down there, McKinley Burnside. We've seen some sacrifice bunts from the Hawks in this game. We'll see if there's that here. Probably not. That ball is going to come right in my lap. Ava, we just about got hit there. Good thing we have glass to protect us. She would have caught it anyway. She would have grabbed that. 1-2 the count now for Adri Jacobson. Fouled off down towards the coach's box. Adri Jacobson, another athletic name there at the North Sanpete side of things. A lot of great athletes up there. Those Jacobson boys were stud athletes, and Adri's doing great things as well. Third pitch is in there for a strike. Are they saying she tipped that, or Coach Bailey's saying that ball was tipped and should be a foul ball? The umpires are going to come together, talk about this. The home plate umpire had it as a swing and a miss. We'll see what they call it out. They say she didn't get that one. Coach Bailey doesn't like that call, but After a discussion, that's what it'll be, and that'll be the second out with bases loaded for the Hawks. That's big for the Templars right there. Now you got to force anywhere and can try and get out of this inning. Miley Cook, the speedster, will come up to bat. She shows bunt, backs off. She gets hit by a pitch for the second time. No. The umpire's saying she leaned into that one? Yeah, Miley was hit by a pitch earlier, made it all the way around. She stole second, stole third, and then they sacrificed, bunted her home for the first run. She got hit by this pitch, and the umpire's talking to the coaches, and I think he's saying that she leaned into that one. So that's an inside pitch, a ball, so that'll be 1-0, the count. That would have scored a run there. Miley will show bunt again, backs out of that one. That pitch is a little low. Ball 2. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-0 the count, 7-2 the score. North Sanpete with a 5-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Orozco's pitch is fouled off down the left field line. Strike 1, 2-1 the count. Shortstop here, Miley Cook. .333 average on the year, 10 RBI, 1 home run. So she does have that little bit of power that could possibly knock one over the fence and hit a grand slam here. Next pitch is high, 3-1 now the count. The 3-1 pitch here from Orozco is popped up towards the shortstop. Will Manti be able to make a play? No, it falls in. 2 runs will score. Miley Cook with the little blooper to left field. In between the shortstop and the left fielder, falls in, scores 2 runs for the Hawks to make the score 9-2. Burnside and Eliason make it around to score. Miley Cook, her second time on base here. Moves Riley the speed up runner down to second. So 9-2 the score, 2 outs. First pitch outside, 1-0 the count to Marley Johnson. Miley flew out to shortstop in the second inning, flew out to center field in the third. Her third time up to bat here in the 4th. Pitch number 2 is a ball as well. 2-0 the count. Two down here in the bottom of the 4th. 9-2, 7-run lead for the Hawks. Pitch catches the outside corner for Orozco. Strike 1, 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch to Marley Johnson. High, outside, ball 3. Marley, .316 average this year. The next pitch is fouled off down the left field line. Strike 2. Count will be full. One runner here in scoring position on second, 1 runner on first for the Hawks. The pitch is high, that'll walk Johnson, move the runners around, bases loaded again. Runner on third, second, and first. Bases loaded here for the Hawks. Autumn Oldroyd will step up to the plate for the Hawks. What did she do last time? 3-run home run
Now batting number 8.
to deep, deep center field. So bases loaded for Autumn Oldroyd. 2 outs here, 9-2, bottom of the 4th. Adelia Roscoe for the Templars. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch is inside, ball 2. Oldroyd came into this game 271 average. She had 1 home run coming into this. Doubled that here last inning. Next pitch, right down the middle, strike 1. Two won the count, 2 down. 9-2, bottom of the 4th. Adelia Roscoe in the circle for the Templars. That pitch just a bit outside. Those Templars pitchers have been getting that corner of the plate call today, but that one is just a bit too far outside, so it'll make the count 3-1. That hit is down the left field line. Are they going to say that's fair or foul? I think that one went foul, but she roped that one. She got a hold of that one as well. Oldroyd trying to add on to her 3-run home run with a grand slam here. Count is full. Manti looking to get out of this inning. Just giving up 2 runs. Full count pitch is fouled off back behind. Count will remain full for Autumn Oldroyd. The first baseman for the Hawks. Or Sanpete looking to get back to that state championship game like they did in 2023 with a Johnson in the circle pitching as well back then. Adelia Roscoe gets the strikeout to get out of the inning with the bases loaded. Hawks will leave 3 on base. 9-2 the score. We'll come back with the top of the 5th right after this.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Welcome back here, top of the 5th inning, 9-2 the score. North Sanpete with a 7-run lead over the Manti Templars. Manti comes up with Dakota Cheney to lead off the inning. Dakota with her 6 home runs, 543 average, looking to get a rally started here. Pops up that first pitch. Shortstop makes a nice play out for the Hawks out in shallow left field. Nice play out there by Miley Cook. For the Hawks, 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 down.
Next up, we have number 14, Paisley Clark.
Paisley Clark will come up to bat next. She had a ground out in the first and a fly out to second base in the 4th. First pitch in there for a strike. Man, Johnson works quick, doesn't she? You can barely write down what happened to the last batter before Casey's starting with the next one. Pitch number 2, hit down the third base line, foul. Strike 2. Paisley 333 average on the year. Done great things this year for the Templars. The 0-2 pitch. A little bit high. 1-2 now. Casey Johnson's pitch. A little bit low. 2-2 evens the count. Paisley Clark fouls back that one. Fights it off to stay alive. 2-2 still the count. Clark looking to start a rally here. 2-2 pitch. Just off. That was a close one right there from where we were sitting. Good eye by Paisley Clark to see where it was. And now the count's full. Fights off the inside pitch there. Foul ball. Count remains full. Full count for Clark here. And a swing and a miss, an inside pitch. Paisley wasn't able to catch up to that one. She strikes out. 2 down. In comes Chloe Olson. Fly out to the on the infield in the first inning. Reached on an error and scored the first run for the Templars. First pitch is a ball. Pitch number 2 in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count. Casey does a great job putting those pitches on the inside that's hard to catch up with her speed. That pitch is called a little too far inside for a ball. 2-1 now the count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. Chloe 413 average coming into this one. She hits it right back up the center towards the shortstop. Off her glove. Chloe will reach base. Do we call that a hit or an error? Scorekeeper calls it a hit. All right, so Chloe gets an official hit there down to first base. Scorekeeper says the shortstop left her feet, so she's scoring that as a hit. It's kind of interesting. Next up to bat for the Templars is Hallie Barnes. Swing and a miss. 0-1 now the count. Hallie had a single in the 4th inning. Scored that second run. Pitch number 2 is inside. Fouled off. Strike 2. Official comes out to talk to Hallie. The ball, she tipped it and then it hit her. Maybe just checking to see if she's okay. Next pitch is right down the middle. Watching, 3rd strike. Hawks get out of the inning. No harm done. 9-2 still the score. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th right after this.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project. creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Welcome back here, bottom of the fifth inning on Centricom Team Hive and KSL.com. I'm Greg Sterner, and Ava Jensen is our producer for this game today. Appreciate you joining us here at the state softball tournament, 3A tournament. Winner's side of the bracket here, the number 2 seed North Sanpete Hawks lead the number 7 seed Manti Templars 9-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Coming up first for the Hawks, top of the lineup, Afton Cook, the number 9 hitter. For Sanpete, Adley Orozco in the circle for the Templars. First pitch is a swing and a miss and a strike. Afton Cook struck out in her last at bat in the third inning. Fouls this one back towards us. Strike 2, 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch. Little bit inside, ball one. One and two the count now here for Orozco. Afton Cook at the plate for the Hawks. Swing and a foul ball down the left field line. Out of play. Count remains 1-2. Hawks the 2 seed, 22-3 on the year, 7-1 in region play. Templars the 7 seed, 11-16, 3-5 in region play. Orozco's 1-2 pitch, hit down the third baseline, foul. Just outside that third base bag. Savannah Ramon out there trying to make a diving stop. Count still 1-2, 9-2 the score. Hawks with the lead in the bottom of the fifth. Inside pitch is fouled off right at the batter on deck. Ooh, hit her in the midsection. Kinley Burnside out there. She doubles over a little bit. Coach Bailey's going to come over and talk to her. She's being tough. She's walking it off. One and two the count here. 2 Afton Cook. 9th batter in the lineup here. Bottom of the lineup for the Hawks. Trying to get on base to start the bottom of the fifth. That pitch is outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch. Little high. Full count now. Winner of this one will go on to meet the winner of the 3 seed Union Cougars and the 6 seed Richfield Wildcats. I don't have an update. We'll have to update you on those other games. That one could be over already. We'll check on that. And the full count pitch is outside. Walks the leadoff runner here. Walks the leadoff batter, for the Hawks. Gets Afton Cook to first base.
Next up, we have number 3,
McKinley Burnside, the leadoff batter in the lineup, will come up with 1 on and no outs and a 7-run lead for the Hawks. Orozco's pitch belted down the third baseline, foul. Loser of this game will go on to play at 2:30 against Morgan, the 8th seed. Second pitch is inside. Oh, did they say that hit the batter? Yep, they say that hit her, so that'll move Burnside down to first base. Move Afton Cook over to second. And no outs, first and second base for the Hawks.
Next up is number 18, Holly Eliason.
And the 3-seed Union Cougars did defeat the Richfield Wildcats, so the winner of this game will take on the Cougars today at 5. Next batter lays down a bunt there, Hallie Eliason. Orozco has to hustle to get down to first, and it's not in time, so bases will be loaded for the Hawks with no outs. The bunt works for Hallie Eliason. Moves the runners down to second and third, bases loaded. If the Hawks are able to get 3 runs here, now that we're to the 5th inning, if the Hawks were able to get 3 runs, they would end this game here, the 10-run rule, in the 5th inning. Manti comes in to have a little chit-chat there with their pitcher. Force anywhere for the Templars with no outs. Seems like every time North Sanpete has had these bases loaded like this, it's been Casey Johnson and Riley Stewart coming up to bat. Those top-of-the-order players for the Hawks have done a really good job at getting on base. First pitch is fouled off by Johnson. 0-1 the count. The only 3A loss this season for the Hawks. They lost 3 times, but the only loss to a 3A team was to the Union Cougars. Also lost to the eventual 2A runner-up San Juan and lost to Maple Mountain. Pitch number 2, high. Evens count 1-1. So Sanpete would love to get a win here and try and take some revenge over the Cougars. That ball's fouled off as well. 1-2 now the count. We'll have these state softball games from this Spanish Fork complex all week here on Centricom Team Hive and KSL.com. The finals are actually over at BYU. Kind of a nice little change to play in the big stadium. The championship game on Thursday at 11 a.m. The pitch is popped up right behind the catcher, and Paisley Clark not able to get there to pull that one in. It was right against the fence. That would have been a tough one. So the count remains 1-2. Bases loaded, 1-2 here for Casey Johnson. Italy Orozco, the pitcher for the Templars. The 1-2 pitch is low. Evens count at 2. No outs, bases loaded. Infield playing pretty tight there, trying to get that force at home on an infield hit. The 2-2 pitch, high, full count, 3-2. payoff pitch here from Orozco. Johnson sticks the bat out there, knocks it into center field. Rasmussen comes up on it, makes the out, but it will score 1 run on the sacrifice fly by Casey Johnson. Afton Cook will make her way around to score to make the score 10-2. 1 down here, bottom of the 5th. Moved the runners to first and third now. Burnside moved down to third. Hallie Eliason wasn't able to tag up and run to second, so first and third here. And Riley Stewart steps to the plate. Pitch is outside. And the Hawks kind of got caught in a pickle there, but Manti wasn't able to get Hallie Eliason stealing second. She kind of stopped there, not sure where she was, if Manti was going to throw it down. Shortstop cut that one off to try and get McKinley Burnside going home. But everybody's safe. Second and third now with 1 out for the Hawks. 1 down. Riley Stewart, 1-0 the count. With 2 runners in scoring position here. Could end the game if she got a base hit. Stewart, big swing, fouled off down the right field line. 1-1 now the count. Not really down the right field line, down the right field side, clear into the other park over here. 10-2 the score for the Hawks. Bottom of the 5th. Orozco's 1-1 pitch to Stewart. Outside. Umpire checks to see if she went through on that swing. Didn't look like it, and the second base umpire says no. So 2-1 the count. That pitch is low, 3-1 now. 3 walks on the day for Riley Stewart. It seems like every time she's been up to bat, there's been 2 or 3 on base. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, 4th walk of the day for Riley Stewart. And it'll bring up Adri Jacobson. Bases loaded. Speed up runner will come out. Stewart will switch places for her, go back to the dugout.
Now batting number 2, Adri Jacobson.
Jacobson up to bat. Orozco's first pitch. In there for called strike 1. Ten to 2 the score. 8-run lead for the Hawks. 1 down, bottom of the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. A little bit high check swing. They'll say that's ball 1. Smack down the left field line, foul. 1-2 now the count. Winner will take on the Union Cougars at 5 o'clock today. Loser will take on Morgan right after this one at 2:30. That pitch is also hit foul down the left field line. Count remains 1-2 here. Adri Jacobson fought off those last 2 inside pitches down the left field line for foul. Orozco trying to get the second out here in this inning. Another one down the left field line. Foul. 1-2 pitch from Orozco. Slapped right at the shortstop. Chloe Olson makes a nice play. Everybody's able to get back. Good job by the Hawks to be on the ball to dive back for their bases, but that will be the second out. No run scores.
Number 23, Miley Cook.
Miley Cook up next. She scored the first run for the Hawks in the second inning. First pitch, swing and tipped backwards, foul ball, strike one. Miley was left stranded on second base last inning. Shows bunt, now pulls out of it. Outside, 1-1 now the count. Two down, 8-run lead for the Hawks here in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch from Orozco is outside, 2-1 now the count. Miley Cook with a base hit here could end the game. 2 runners in scoring position. That would put the Hawks up 10 in the fifth inning. 10-run rule would end the game. Outside, 3-1 now. Three-one pitch here from Orozco to Miley Cook. Miley, foul ball back behind. Full count. Miley, the shortstop speedster for the Hawks this year. Would love to get one in play. Score a couple of runs, end this one. Orozco's full count pitch is in there, swing and a miss. And the Templars get out of the inning to force us to go to the top of the sixth inning. 10-2 your score, 3 left on base here. We'll be right back.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Welcome back. Top of the sixth inning here in Spanish Fork, the Sanpete County rivalry. Manti and North Sanpete. North Sanpete leads 10-2 here on Centricom Team Hive and KSL.com. I'm Greg Sterner. Ava Jensen is our producer for this game. Glad you're joining us here at the 3A State Softball Tournament. Carly Rasmussen leads off for the Templars this inning. First pitch, swing and a miss. Carly, 229 average on the year, 10 RBI, a couple of home runs. Johnson's second pitch is outside, 1-1 now the count. Casey Johnson's done a great job. Couple of runs scored by the Templars in the fourth inning, but other than that, defense for the Hawks has been excellent. 2-1 now the count. That one was a little low. Casey Johnson working quick from the circle, fouled off. Back behind, evens the count at 2. The 2-2 to Rasmussen, hit up the middle towards Cook. The shortstop, she's able to make the play, but the throw is off target. And Rasmussen makes it to first base on the error. Carly Rasmussen leads off the inning for the Templars to try and start a rally. Cut into this 8-run North Sanpete lead here in the top of the 6th. Left fielder Gabby Scotton comes in next. Comes up to bat for the Templars next. 258 on the year, 11 RBI. Drops down the bunt right in front of the pitcher. Johnson makes the play. Moves the runner to second. She tries to take third, and she's thrown out. Heads up play by the Hawks to get Rasmussen. She rounded second. She was going straight for third. There was no stopping her right there. She knew what she wanted, but she's able to be thrown out at third by the Hawks. Good play by Johnson to get it over to first base, and then get it to third base quick. So double play there by the Hawks, and it brings up Avery Thompson. Slaps it down towards first base, and it gets through the first baseman. Avery Thompson will get to first base on an error.
Now coming up to bat is number 5, Danny Olson.
Yeah, and Danny Olson will come back up to bat. She was the pitcher earlier. Was taken out, and now she's up to bat. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Second one in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count. Two down here in the top of the 6th inning. That one high, 2-1 the count. Danny Alder came into this one averaging .325 on the year. A couple of home runs, 17 RBI. Leadoff batter for the Templars. Little change-up pitch that time. Danny checks swing. Umpire checks with the first base umpire, says she held up. 3-1 now the count. That pitch is in there for a strike to make it a full count. Runner at first for the Templars. Danny Alder up to bat. Full count. That one's a little bit high and a walk. Danny Alder will move to first, and Avery Thompson moved to second base. Savannah Ramon will come up to bat.
Now batting number 1, Savannah Ramon.
Savannah trying to keep this rally going for the Templars. First pitch in there for a strike. Two on, 2 out. 0-1 the count. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss by Ramon. Had a single in the first inning and a couple of flyouts. One in the third, one in the fourth for Savannah. Now the 0-2 pitcher's count. Just a bit outside. 1-2 now. Ramon showing bunt. Now she'll step back. Foul ball down the third baseline. Just to the foul side of that third base bag. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strikeout for Johnson. And at the top of the 6th inning, in the middle of the 6th, it's 10-2 the score. We'll come back on Centricom Team Hive and KSL.com.
You've seen the construction. Now come see the results. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to announce the end of construction on the hospital and the opening of our new Beaver Valley Hospital Wellness Center this June. Located immediately west of the hospital, it's a space designed for everyone. From our walking track, weights, circuit training, and full-service aquatics, we're here to support your strength and health as you begin your wellness journey. Join us this June and discover one more reason to choose local. Beaver Valley Hospital. Why would you go anywhere else?
22,000. That's roughly how many breaths you'll take today. And if your air isn't clean and healthy, there's 22,000 reasons to improve your air purification system for you and your family.
Pure Air from Lennox is a whole home solution, meaning cleaner air in every room and every breath, every single one.
Call the Stallings Company to see how we can fill your home with perfect air.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Leading off here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the North Sanpete Hawks is Marley Johnson. 10-2 lead for North Sanpete. 8-run lead. If they can get a couple of runs, it would be a 10-run rule. Manti trying to stop that, give themselves one more chance in the top of the 7th. First pitch, a ball. Pitch number 2 from Orozco. Popped up. Chloe Olson at shortstop, not able to make the play. I think the sun was just right above her, and that moves Marley Johnson down to second base on the error. Runner in scoring position for the Hawks. Brings up Autumn Oldroyd. Autumn had a 3-run home run in the 3rd inning.
Now up number 8, Autumn Oldroyd.
Orozco's first pitch to Oldroyd. Pitch in there for a strike. Runner on second here for the Hawks is Marley Johnson. Second pitch, big swing by Oldroyd, strike. 0-2 the count now. Pitcher's count for Orozco. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off. Fought off by Oldroyd there. She'll remain in the box, 0-2 count. Orozco's pitch tries to catch the corner just a bit outside, so makes the count 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Orozco is high and outside. 2-2 now. The winning run, if you will, at the plate right now. With the Hawks up 8 in the bottom of the 6th inning. 10-2, no outs. The pitch to Johnson is low. Full count now. Full count pitch is high, and that'll walk Johnson. Gets 2 runners, the first 2 runners on base for the Hawks. She started with an 0-2 count, and then you let her get on base with a walk.
Now up, number 5, Afton Cook.
Afton Cook will come up next. She scored a run last inning after a base on balls. So 2 on, no out for the Hawks. Afton drops the bunt. It rolls foul down the 3rd baseline. Trying to move those runners up in to put 2 into scoring position, but that'll go down as strike 1. The 0-1 pitch from Orozco. Again, looks to bunt. Again, a foul ball, so now 0-2. So she'll probably pull out of that bunt stance here. Can't bunt another foul ball here. That would be an out. Oh, 2 count, no outs. 8-run lead for the Hawks in the bottom of the 6th. Infield playing pretty tight there, trying to get that lead runner at 3rd. And that ball's hit down the 3rd baseline, foul ball. count will remain 0-2 for Afton Cook. She came into this game 245 average on the year, 6 RBI. 12 hits in 59 plate appearances. The 0-2 pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Gets the first out of the inning for Orozco.
Now batting number 2, McKinley Burnside.
Top of the lineup, McKinley Burnside will come in. She's done great things, scored 2 runs, got hit by a pitch. She's been stranded on third base twice in this game to go along with her 2 runs. That top of the lineup has done really good things for the Hawks today. First pitch is high for a ball. Pitch number 2 is outside. Ball 2. 2 on, 1 out. 10-2 the score here. North Sanpete with an 8-run lead in the bottom of the 6th. McKinley Burnside, the leadoff batter for the Hawks today, takes a big swing, loops that one out towards left field, and the Templars step in to make the play out, and then they catch the runner trying to tag up, double play, gets them out of the inning. And the Templars will come up to bat in the top of the 7th, coming up next on Centricom Team Hive and KSL.com.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Welcome back here on KSL.com and Centricom Team Hive. I'm Greg Sterner. Ava Jensen is our producer for this game. Top of the 7th inning here. North Sanpete 10, Manti 2. Up to bat, Dakota Cheney for the Templars. 3rd in the order, leading off this 7th inning. First pitch is a ball. Still pitching is Casey Johnson for the Hawks. Second pitch fouled off, strike 1. 1-1 the count here. As I've mentioned multiple times, if you're just joining us, Casey, man, she works quick. She is on to that next pitch as quick as anybody I've ever seen. Pitch number 3 here to Cheney. A little bit high, 2-1 now the count. These Templars trying to cut into this, try to cut into this 8-run lead. They're trying to score 8 runs this inning or the game's over. That pitch is inside, ball 3. And the 3-1 pitch. That's a good one, 3-2 now. Full count for Cheney, trying to get on base to start this inning for the Templars. Big hit outside. That is gone over the outfield fence, center field for Dakota Cheney. Another home run for her. That is number 7 on the year for her. She had 2 in that game on Saturday against Carbon. And the first home run of the day for the Templars. 10-3 now the score.
Stand after the game to get your coupon for a free hot dog.
7 home runs this year for Dakota Cheney. Next up to bat is the 4th batter, Paisley Clark, the cleanup batter in the lineup. Paisley shows bunt. Now she pops one over towards the first baseline. Nice play by the Hawks first baseman, Autumn Oldroyd, and that's an out. First out of the inning.
And now we have number 3, Chloe Oatson.
Chloe Oatson will be next up for the Templars. Trying to keep this rally going. 1 run scored here in this inning. Johnson working quickly. First pitch is a ball. Pitch number 2 is high for a ball. Chloe, as I mentioned, 413, one of the state leaders in batting average this year. 413 average for her, 17 RBI, 31 hits in 79 plate appearances. 2-0 the count. Off-speed pitch there, 3-0 now. Hitters count for Chloe Olson for the Templars. Johnson's pitch, inside, that'll walk Chloe on 4 pitches. And to bring up Hallie Barnes. Hallie struck out last time up at bat in the 5th inning. Had a single in the 4th and came around to score that second run, that second run for the Templars. She squares to bunt, now backs out of it. Pitches in there for a strike. 1 on, 1 out here, top of the 7th inning, 10-3 the score. Barnes sticks the bat out there, just gets enough of it right at the edge of the outfield. Little blooping single over the third baseman's head, and Hallie gets on and moves the runner to second.
Next up is number 12, Carly Rasmussen.
Carly Rasmussen next up to bat for the Templars. Squares to bunt, lays it down, right in front of the pitcher, it dies. Johnson makes a good play, gets it to first base for the out, but it does advance those 2 runners. So now with 2 down, and 2 runners in scoring position for the Templars, Gabby Scottern will come up to bat.
Now number 27, Gabby Scottern.
She shows bunt, now backs out, knocks it down the third baseline, bounces off the catcher's mitt, and Gabby's going to get to first base. 1 run will score. It makes the score 10-4. Good buddy. Here in the top of the 7th. Manti with 2 runs. Chloe Olson comes around to score after her base on balls. Runners on the corners, first and third for the Templars, and Avery Thompson up to bat, the lefty. Johnson's pitch, hit right back to Johnson, and that'll end it for the Hawks. Little pop-up. Casey Johnson makes a nice play to end this one. 10-4, final score. Hawks move on to take on the Union Cougars at 5 o'clock today. The Templars will drop into the losers bracket, take on Morgan here in this very next game, the 8-seed Morgan, so that should be a good game. 7-seed Templars, 8-seed Morgan coming up here in just a few minutes here on Centricom Team Hive and KSL.com. Final score today, 10-4. Hawks move on. Templars move down to the losers bracket.